So why do you need to have, why do you need to engage in Twitter? Well, you know, it's a tool. But today, people want that two-way communication. You've probably heard Web 2.0. Web 2.0, what is it? It's basically the two-way communication. So, for example, if you sell a product and you have user reviews on your site, you sell more product. If you're a hotel and you're in Yelp and you have reviews that are positive, more people will make a reservation for your hotel. So, feedback from real people makes a difference today. So that's kind of what you want to engage in. So you want to connect with your customers and build customer loyalty. And Twitter is one of those platforms that basically, I'll show you some examples of companies who are actually doing that today. Brand visibility. How can you get out there? You can get out there if you're on Twitter and you have your logo and you set it up correctly and you are in front of the right people. Your brand will be shared. Okay? Believe it or not, you can generate leads. You can actually get business from having a Twitter account. Promote discounts, coupons, deals, products, and services? Absolutely, as long as you don't do it too much. Not more than 20%, 25%. If you start talking too much about yourself and about promotion, you're going to lose a lot of followers. Followers don't want to be sold. They want to be involved in the conversation. So it's very different marketing today. Customer service, you can get a quick problem solved. And I'll give you an example of a company that actually did that. And generate website or blog traffic from links. And tweets can link back to your site. And if you know something about search engine optimization, organic, links are very important. So you can have links back to your site. Now, basically, this little tweet on the side here was print coupon. In other words, these people, they had a coupon, they printed the coupon, and they can actually measure the results of, number one, how many clicks to download the coupon, and then they can actually, in the store, measure how many people actually came in with that coupon. So again, measurement is important, and I'll talk a little bit about that. Now, Dell, okay? So Dell has a presence on on Twitter. Customers got frustrated. So they can't call in, or they have, some of the larger companies, by the way, have multiple people tweeting, and there's actually something called co-tweet. For those of you that have bigger companies, or even if you have a company of 4 or 5 people and you want different people tweeting, this keeps track of everything. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool. So you can have different people, you can assign times. All of this is very labor intensive. I mean, if you really want to make it something that you're going to do, you've got to do it. And I'll talk about that later, but you've got to do it often. So bigger companies, for example, they may have their technical department, have one person who embraces, they love to do this, and they're good at it, and they have the knowledge. They may want to be the one to, let's say, do the technical tweets. So if somebody has a technical question, that person will jump on it right away. So you get instant answers, whereas if you call and you have to go to service and you have to get the person who's on the phone, first of all, that person may not be the one that embraces talking about technology. So you have to have somebody who really does that. And you can look at that. And companies are, in fact, looking at that. One of the companies at the conference that I went to just the last 2 days was Southwest Airlines, and they started with 2 people running their Twitter account. Now they're up to 7 people running their Twitter. So but then you need tools, and that's where all these other tools come around. Is that people need tools to manage the tool. So people start building those, and most of them are free, by the way. And here's just another example. Comcast Cares. Comcast had a real big customer service problem. People were complaining all the time that they couldn't get any customer care. This works extremely well for them. Instantly, they have people that get back to you in a tweet. If you need something, you just go on Twitter in their account and you get instant help. So it's been great for them. JetBlue always embraces new technology, has been great with stories and, basically any customer relations things. And Zappos has been a real leader. Their biggest thing is that they're the leader not only in Twitter and some of the other social media, but they also have user reviews. They were one of the first companies that have user reviews. Now, for Zappos, it became very, very important because they had a return rate for shoes of almost 50% of the people that bought shoes returned them. That's a big churn. So what they wanted to do was if you ever go to Zappos and you look at the reviews of the shoes, let's say you go to the dance section at Zappos, and you look at that, they actually have real people that say, this is a good fit, this is a really good size, or this is small, it was too tight, I didn't like it for salsa dancing. So you get a real view of that before you buy the shoe, which helps them, have less returns. So that was one of their reasons for having this two-way communication. Okay, so how do we get started? Okay, first you set up an account. Now on Twitter you can actually have more than one account, and you can create what they call a Twitter handle. So a lot of people decide to have something creative, but you can have it on a personal level and you can have it on a corporate level. So you can have two accounts with two different voices, or 3 or 5 or 10. Okay? But disclosure is very important. Honesty is important. Good content is very important. People that follow you will build a relationship with you, and they want you to be as honest and upfront as possible. So even if it's a CEO of a company who's tweeting, okay, they have a voice, and there are CEOs that tweet about very personal things, what wines they like, what theater they go to. People follow them. They love it because they feel that they have a relationship with that person. So, but that's a strategy that you come up with before you start. You have to think about, what is it that I want to accomplish from a marketing perspective? And then you want to customize and personalize your Twitter space. And there are ways to do backgrounds and, corporate logos and, the different colors, etc. So you can actually do that space. Plus, you have a side where you can put your bio or the company's bio or some key information that you want people to know when they get to your Twitter page.